Hey there guys, Kate here, and today we are going to explore the question of what would Roblox look like if everyone had unlimited friends. So as most of you know, Roblox's limit was increased somewhat recently to 1000 from the previous 200. And once you reach that limit, the 1000 limit, that's it, there's no more room. Some people love to max out their friend list, while others prefer to keep it small and, tight. Personally, I like to keep my friends list pretty limited with only around 20 people, but back when I was younger I used to have everyone, and I eventually hit that 200 cap back in the day. And I'll have to go through and remove people just to make space for new friends. But anyways, before I can actually continue this scenario, like and subscribe because I know it's free and I would appreciate it. Right, so the current limit is 1000, right? But imagine if Roblox removed that 1000 limit, which is already pretty generous from the previous 200. Well, what if we could add as many people as we want to? No 1000 limit, nothing like that. Unlimited. You could have an endless amount of friends to interact with. Sounds exciting, right? But what would actually happen if the feature was introduced? Let's break it down. First off, you would probably end up adding a ton of people. With unlimited friends, everyone would be more likely to accept friend requests, as it would be so much easier to connect with people. And you will be far more likely to be friended by someone too. The problem though is that it might devalue friendship on Roblox, right? Now, when somebody adds you, it feels, well, kind of special. Before, when Roblox had the 200 limit, it felt more special because you're one of their 200 friends. But now that the limit is 1000, it's like people mass add people just to have 1000 friends. Okay, well, if that limit was removed, people might add you just because they can, and you would be the one of many, the one of unlimited. So the value of having a friend on Roblox could start to diminish. Another downside is the sheer amount of notifications you would receive, because if you add 700,000 people, you would most likely be spent with random game invites, being put into random group chats or whatever, getting random messages. Well, if you had hundreds of thousands of friends, you would be constantly bombarded with also friend request acceptance messages, game invites, as I just said. Imagine trying to play a game while getting endless amount of notifications from all of your friends. It would quickly become overwhelming. You could end up ignoring many of your actual friends or Roblox who you actually want to play with, just because it would be impossible to keep up with all the messages and invites. And it's not just about spam either, it's about the time and energy needed to add this many people, right? Because, okay, Roblox implements this unlimited friends feature. Who is going to use it? Who is going to manually add 700,000 people? Speaking of time, if you had that many friends, 700,000, there's a good chance that game servers could get overcrowded. What do I mean? Well, most likely those random people will join you if you are in a game, making it hard for actual people who you actually want to play with to join, right? VIP servers in particular could get filled up in no time, even if you are playing on a private server. Imagine paying 100 Robux for a private server only to log in and find it completely filled with your friends. It would be pretty frustrating. At the same time though, it could be nice to always have people to play with. You will, I guess, never be lonely on Roblox. Now, I could see Roblox implementing a feature to manage this if they did the unlimited, limit. Maybe they would introduce something like a best friends list, where you could have 5 or 10 friends who are given special status. This will allow you to better organize your closest friends while keeping the ability to add unlimited people. Interestingly, this is not a strange concept on Roblox. Roblox actually used to have a similar feature before they introduced the 200 friend limit. It worked kind of well back then. It was pretty useless, but it still worked. And I think it would be a great way to manage unlimited friends if that were added. But honestly, Roblox's decision to limit the number of friends made a lot of sense. To 200 originally, and then in late 2024 to 1000. But anyway, so yeah, unlimited friends might have its perks, but it could also bring a lot of headaches. So there would be more downsides to it than positives. Okay, but yes, that was the video. That was the scenario. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.